hell of a show tonight, Grado.
I've been feeling a bit sick the day without eating too much before my match, mate. So you know these things happen.
You know, I ran into Cody Rhodes backstage here just before the show, and he came up to me and said he'd had a word with Kurt Angle, and Kurt Angle just said that I was like a decent guy, I'd sort him out and stuff like that. I'd done a couple of shots with him. I was like, why have a wee shot with Grado on it as well? I was like, nah.
Well, we've kind of had a fun. He wants to, he's kind of unfold me into it like that, so fuck him.
You know, it makes me think like, I try not to drink even after my matches, you know what I mean? I'm trying to stay after drink a wee bit, you know what I mean? Because I've got to tell you something that, see, years ago, right, I used to drink quite a lot, man. And years ago, I was on the way home for the pub. Oh no, I just swing a wee right here. Yeah, can you pass me that coffee?
There you go, mate. There's a lid on it. Use the lid. There you
go. Aye, so we're messing about, right? I was steaming and we're messing about and trying to push each other into gardens through the hedges and all that kind of stuff, right? Normally I would say gardens, but that's, you know, I'm trying to clean it up for you, mate. Try to push them into the garden and all that, like you do when you're steaming, you know, that daft stuff.
Aye.
And I ended up slipping, right, and fell down on this embankment, right? And when I stood up, I was covered in dog shite. I just slid through all this dog shite, right? My mates couldn't stop laughing, man. And then I had to plead with him. I was like, just let me into the house, because we're going to a house, right? We're going to a house to just kind of hang out and have a few drinks and that, right? And they were like, I'm not letting you in, we're covered in shite like that, right? Because I had to fucking strip all my clothes off at the front door, Grado, and put them all my clothes in a bin bag. They gave us a bin bag out. They were like, get all that fucking stinking clothes off, right? So, you know, I had to put them on a bin bag. The next day, mate, I had to convince my ma, right, when I came home, that I hadn't shat myself when I was out, because I came home with my clothes in a bin bag covered in shite, right, stinking of shite. So, anyway, that was it. Story, mate, right? I think I was out of fear, right? Headed to work on the Monday, went to plug my headphones into my phone, right? No sound was coming through. I was like, what the fuck's going on here, right? Then they put two and two together. I arranged an appointment at the Genius Bar, and this was in Glasgow, right, back in the day. So I went, I says, there's something wrong with my phone here, I just can't get any sound out of it, right? And the guy had a look. He says to me, it's probably something simple, mate, I'll just have a look here, and had a look at the phone, right? It was just what it looked like. I was like a wee periscope, right? And he fucking looked into the headphone socket and he says, man, this appears to be an issue, mate. It's clogged up. He says to me, he says, it looks like biscuit or chocolate. It was at this point, mate, my heart just sank. I had to sit for 5 uncomfortable minutes, mate, right, with a guy spraying air into my phone to push out wee bits of dog shite. Worrying that he thought I was some sort of deviant or something, mate, that puts his phone up his arse for pleasure, you know what I mean? Mortifying experience. I couldn't go to the shop quick enough, mate. Oh, glad I never told Cody that one tonight. Here, stop in here for some food.
It's a fucking belter.
Who sent that one, John? Who sent that one?
That was the best one yet.
Is that the best? Oh god, I don't know if it last week. That was from. Let me just get up the email.
That was funny, man. That happened to me in fucking England. I done a shite in Waterstones. Remember Waterstones? And my phone dropped into my toilet. I was doing a shite, and as I was going up to fucking hang with, my phone fell in, and there was shite all in it. And I ta'en it to fucking Phones For You to see if the guy would fix it, and he ta'en it through the back and come back and went, I can't fix that. I was like, cool, man. I wasn't giving a fuck. I didn't think he would notice. But he obviously, that's what they did. He obviously must poke in a bit. They went, that can't be fixed.
Who was it, John?
That was from Duncan Ferguson.
Duncan Ferguson? Yes. Popular. Big thanks to Duncan Ferguson for that road story. That was a belter. That's my favourite, actually, of the lot so far. Very, very good. I love the bits, man. The road story bits.
That's the best, man. That's the best.
I love the bits. If you have a wrestling daft road story, doesn't have to be anything to do with wrestling, just a funny story about your life that's going to pop the boys, drop us a DM on Twitter at Wrestling Daft or get in touch on the Facebook page. Woo!